You've probably heard the warning, you're too open. Don't open your third eye. If you do that, you'll attract things that you can't handle. And if you're already sensitive and anxious or already really overwhelmed by the world, that's not landing as advice. It lands as a warning. And it makes awareness feel dangerous. Like curiosity is the problem. Like something is wrong with you for noticing too much. So before we go any further, stop, take a deep breath with me, and remember that nothing is wrong with you. You are not too open, and you're not doing something spiritually wrong. Today we're going to talk about what the third eye actually is, why the idea of closing it became so popular, and what real safety looks like when your nervous system is supported. Hi boo, it's me, your medium bestie, the Death Fairy, certified death dealer, and your spirit guide to the other side. Ding! Before we even talk about the third eye, we need to talk about the big F in the room. Fear, because fear changes how everything gets interpreted. So you don't need to brace yourself for this video. There's nothing bad waiting for you at the end. A lot of spiritual content online confuses intensity with truth. If it's loud, urgent, and extreme, it gets labeled as powerful. But most of the time, that intensity is not wisdom, it's emotionally unstable. Fear is not a teacher, it's a signal. And real safety doesn't come from rules, it comes from your regulation, how you handle it. Why is there this fear of your third eye? This belief didn't come out of nowhere. For a lot of people, it formed where fear, anxiety, and control overlap. If you grew up with religious pressure, you might have been taught that curiosity leads to danger or punishment. There's even that famous saying, curiosity killed the cat. If you asked too many questions, you were told to shut up. And if you felt too much, you were told to shut it down. If you have anxiety, your nervous system is already trained to scan for danger. But it's not because you're broken or something's wrong with you, it's because that's how you learned to survive. And if you're using social media, you noticed probably that fear-based content spreads like wildfire. It's so everywhere. Urgencies, absolutes, warnings, that's what gets your attention. That's what makes you scroll or watch till the end. And all of this sends one message. Your inner perception, your third eye, that's risky. Don't trust it. And that message will stick because it explains overwhelm in a really simple way. And instead of saying, my nervous system is overloaded right now, it'll say, my third eye is too open. And control feels like safety when that regulation is missing. So what actually is a third eye? Let's clear up the biggest misunderstanding, because this is where most of the fear starts. Yes, the third eye is an energy center. We have energy centers all over our body. There are very popular 7 that a lot of people use, but there are way more than that. And the third eye is one of the main 7 that people commonly talk about. It's commonly located right here between your eyebrows, and it's traditionally associated with vision, your inner vision, because it's an energy center. It's not physical eyesight, it's perception. How are you seeing that energy? How are you translating that energy? And what's your awareness of it? So you do not have a literal eyeball there, there's no organ, and it's not a portal. Energy itself only looks like how you interpret it. So everyone interprets energy differently because we're all different. And the human brain is really good at using images that we already have in our dictionary, our subconscious dictionary. It'll use those images, play them out for you, and that's how you'll start to see and perceive things. So when people say, I see energy, that's literally what's happening. When I go into my mediumship space and I'm looking at guides, spirit guides, people who have died, any sort of energy form, I'm seeing usually through my third eye. I'm perceiving it. It's my inner vision. I'm not literally seeing it. Although some people literally do see that. I'm not shutting it down. I'm just saying when we're talking about our third eye, it's that we're perceiving it. We're energetically feeling it out. We're taking energy and translating it. So, for example, here's an energy being, right? If I perceive it, I can see purple. But maybe somebody else perceiving the same energy will see yellow, and that's fine. It's usually how you feel. You take the vision and then you translate it with other sensations, your other energy centers. It's not just one, but it kind of gives you an idea. And from this, you're able to use your intuition to make a language out of it. to help others understand. So everyone's energy is so uniquely translated. That's why I'm such an advocate for really finding out how you know your own energy, how to learn your own energy. Because once you know how you talk and perceive and sense and feel, you'll be able to be a really great psychic, medium, whatever it is. And it'll help you. It'll help you feel confident, feel safe, feel supported. I'm on a tangent here, but just know, third eye, this area, and it's how you perceive vision, how you see images within your mind's eye. It's a translation center, not a doorway. There's no portals. There's no demons or whatever coming out of your body. No, you are literally just sensing it. So if you like how grounded this explanation is, I would love for you to join my Spirit Communication Made Easy group. It's free. We talk about energy. I have ways for you to translate your own energy, or to learn how to translate your own energy, so that you can tap into your spirit guides and loved ones. Link is down below. So why are people telling you to close this? Why does closing it feel comfortable or safe? Let's get one thing straight. Closing your third eye, shutting it off, is not going to fix anything. But why does it feel so comforting to hear that? Because overwhelmed gets mislabeled as too intuitive. When somebody feels flooded emotionally, energetically, or mentally, shutting down feels so much safer than staying in the present, right? It's like, are you going to face your demon, or are you just going to run away? Or are you just going to go somewhere else and do something else, right? We disassociate, we shut down, we tell ourselves like, too much, it's overwhelming, just shut it out. And language like close it, block it, don't open it, it creates a sense of control. We think, oh, this is how I can control my body. I will just close it. And yes, short term, it can feel relieving or relaxing, right? Because you're not perceiving that anymore. You're just like, okay, shutting down. But over time, it's going to teach you not to trust your inner vision. It teaches you how to distrust your awareness, instead of learning how to read it, how to understand it, and how it can actually help you. You don't need less perception, you need more capacity. And that's a nervous system issue, not a spiritual one. It's like saying, okay, I'm scared of people, so I'm going to blindfold myself, and then the people will magically go away. Not really. They're still going to be there. You're just not going to see them. And while in the short term, yeah, it might feel good to not see them, they're still there. So you're not doing anything but masking it. So real protection, what does it look like? It does not look like blocking out energy. It comes from a choice. Protection looks like consent. It looks like pacing, and it looks like being grounded and staying in your body. How powerful is it to stay here, stay grounded, even if you see something that you don't like, or if you're overwhelmed or whatever, something's triggering you, but you stay in your body and you tell your body, everything's okay. I am going to acknowledge what I see and let it pass on, right? So much more power than like, and running away. Oh no, and closing your eyes, right? Stay in your power. We are taught not to stay in our power because it's easier to control us when we don't have any power, right? So let's rewire our brain to say, no, it's okay to be perceptive. It's okay to have these visions, these images pop up in my head. They're telling me a story. There might be a few things that are unsettling, but why is that? There's a deeper reason, right? Real protection means knowing when to stay engaged and knowing when to rest and letting that insight arrive slowly instead of forcing it. There's lots of times when people are like, I'm trying to open my third eye. And, like they do all these crazy exercises and meditations. I bet you've done it. You do the meditations, you do the crystal healing, you wiggle crystals in front of your eyeballs and all the things to open your third eye. But your third eye has been open. You didn't close it. You're just not trusting it. So you're not believing what you're seeing. And a regulated nervous system, like a nervous system that's working well, can notice a lot without spiraling. And a dysregulated nervous system will interpret sensations as danger. It's biology. It's not like you failed spiritually or you're not a good psychic or whatever. You can learn more about this in Spirit Connection Made Easy. So grounded spirituality for sensitive people, what does that look like? If you're sensitive, you don't need to toughen up. You don't need to not be sensitive. Being sensitive is what's helping you. It's really awesome to be sensitive. And people, when they do these like opening third eye trainings and whatnot, are working at being more sensitive. So if you're already a sensitive being, that's going to help you so much. You just need stability, grounding. Grounded spirituality. It'll feel slow, it feels embodied, and it feels strong. There's no need to rush. There are no tests, and there's no punishment for any rules because there are no rules that are broken. You are allowed to say yes to awareness, to your sensitivity. You're allowed to say no to your sensitivity too. If it's too much, you can say no thank you. And you're allowed to say not right now. There are boundaries. You can set these boundaries with your body, with your nervous system, with your third eye, and any other energy center that you're working with. You don't have to shut it off. You can be like, whoa, let's take a break. And your body will listen. Intuition works best when your body feels safe enough to receive messages without the urgency. And if this video is helping you feel calmer, feel more understood, please like and subscribe. It helps me help you. This is initially why I'm doing this. I'm really out there to break all of these energetic nonsensical stigmas that are out there, teaching you things to fear, teaching you that your own energy is dangerous. That's BS. Let's break that. Like and subscribe. It helps YouTube send my videos out to other sensitive souls who need to hear this too. So thank you. So let's work on releasing this fear-based narrative. Fear-based spirituality is not here to protect you. Most religions, if not all of them, work on fear-based spirituality. It started like that. There was a lot to fear. I get it. No judgment. But is it going to help you to be scared all the time? No. It's going to make you scared to live, to trust, to believe yourself. It really does teach you to distrust yourself. I don't know how many times I have to say that in that video and how dangerous that is because we don't trust ourselves enough. So when we see things, when we feel things, we say it's not real, it's not there because we've been taught that time and time again. Think of yourself when you were little. Mommy, I saw something. Mommy, I felt something. That's not there. That's just in your head. Mommy, there's something in the closet. No, there's not. It's just, you have a big imagination. And they're doing it out of love. I totally get it. But we don't trust ourselves anymore and it sucks. So let's go back to little us. What does little us need? They need to be heard. They need to be supported. And they need to continue to be loved. So let's do that for ourselves. No one benefits from you believing that you're fragile. I mean, maybe people in power, and no one benefits from you outsourcing your trust. You can connect with your loved ones just as well as I can help you connect to them. And that's my whole goal here, is to teach you how to do it yourself. You're not here to manage invisible threats. Like you're not just like some warrior fighting all of these evil demons. You're essentially here to build a steady relationship with yourself. That's why we are so sensitive and energetic. It's really cool. So if this video brought you relief, let that sit with you. Let that matter. Let that lead you. Feeling good feels good. Go with what feels good. Relief is information. Your nervous system knows when something feels safe. Trust that. You're not broken, you're not behind, and you're not doing anything spiritually wrong. You were given language that didn't support your body. And now you get to choose something calmer, and you get to choose what you do trust. Something steadier, something that trusts you, your own inner energy. And if you want to keep learning in a grounded and gentle way, come join me inside my free school community, Spirit Connection Made Easy. Link is down below. We'd love to see you there. It's where I teach intuition, spirit connection, and awareness without fear, pressure, or gatekeeping, absolutely for free. And again, if this resonated, don't forget to support by liking and subscribing, or share with a friend who's been told they're too open, because you're not too open. You're just sensitive, and that's a strength. Remember, Spirit is calling. Will you answer the call?